welcome to another episode of Speech and Feeding Kids. My name is Drake Hastings. I'm a pediatric speech-language pathologist, and this is my daughter, Hadley May, and she's 2.5, almost 3. And today we're going to practice and we're going to work on snack time and show you how to teach your children to talk during snacks. So snacks and foods can be very motivating for kids who like eating, right? And there's tons and tons of opportunity for the child to use language and for you to set up a situation where they need to use language to talk. Are you with us? Are you going to join us today? Hey, do you want a snack? So key number 1 is making sure that they want the snack. Obviously, she's having a little bit of a hard time right now. She seems to want it because she's reaching, but she has to sit up and talk to me. Look, you want bar or chips? Chips, so we can work on choices, right? Right now she's snap time and she's having a little bit of a hard time being with me, so we'll see what type of language we can get out of her. But at the very least, we can always get something, whether it's a point or a sign, right? We can work on give me at snack time. This is sign language for give me. We can work on more. This is a sign for more. We can work on open. That's a sign for open. Those are 3 of the big ones. Some of the key factors that we keep considering in these videos is having control over the items. So I have the snacks in bags or I'm in control of the bar. If it's a smaller item where you can there's multiple attempts to have her ask for it, that's great. If it's one larger item, what you could do is just break the piece off and give it to her. Give it to the child. Right, Hadley? Do you want bar or chips? Chips? Can you chew that up? Chew it up and you ask me. We'll use some good words. Right? She said, I want chips. So if they're not talking, like she's not talking right now, we can take their hands and we can say, give me. Can I see your hand? You give me. And then she gets the chip. If we want more repetitions, like I said, we break the chip. And while they're eating, we're talking. We're exposing them to language. We talk about what the food sounds like. Is it crunchy? Right? What it looks like. Is it kind of white and yellow? What it feels like. It's a little bit salty on your fingers. We could talk about the shape of it. It's a triangle or a square.
Triangle!
Oh, she's back. It's a triangle. Yeah? Okay, what would you like next? We could also, what would you like next? More chips? How about more chips?
More chips.
Good. How about more chips, please?
More chips, please.
Good. So I like tapping to help them understand. I could tap the intonation of it. I also like using that sing-song voice, which helps with processing the language and memorizing, remembering the language. Right? We'll go crunch, 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 crunch. One thing you can do too, so that's a lot of expressive language we just talked about. If you want to work on receptive language during snack time, you can have the items out, right? And say maybe we had a water cup here or milk or something. We could work on, Hadley, where are the chips?
He's not this age.
Not yet.
This age.
Just that age. Yes. Okay, Hadley, where are the chips? Here, right? And if she doesn't know that, if the child doesn't know that, we could ask the question. We could take their little hand and help them show you. And that's the start of receptive ID, receptive identification. You could start with maybe 1 or 2 things, and then you can move to 3 or 4 things to make it more and more complex. And when you're doing that, think you're teaching, you're not testing, right? This isn't a test. You ask it once. Whether they do it wrong or they don't do it at all, you help them answer it correctly. And you're always staying positive and praising them along the way. What do you think, Hadley May? Good chips? You want more chips? How about I want more chips? I want more chips. Do you want big chip or little chip?
Big chip.
Big chip. How about I want big chip?
I want big chip.
I want big chip. This is so crunchy. So there's lots and lots of things you can do with snack. Again, to recap, having control over the item, having items you know they want, making as many repetitions as possible, and being consistent. And if the child can only take this exchange 2 or 3 times so they get frustrated, then okay, you say, okay, great, now you just eat your snack the way you want to eat your snack. And the next time you sit down, maybe you try for 3 or 4 times and expand. You're raising their tolerance to having demands being placed on them. Some children we sit down with, when I first start working with them, and they can't have any demands. It's very hard for them. So it's very, very quick, the demand, and then boom, they get the reinforcer. And you gradually increase that along the way. Is that a good snack? Yeah, can I have that? Yeah.